Hey, the YouTube's Gun73 making another episode of Knife Talk, and today we're going to be talking about ergonomics. Now, basically, ergonomics is just how the knife feels in your hand. Does it feel good? Does it feel bad? Does it feel like you're holding onto a knife? Does it feel like it's an extension of your hand? In my experience, ergonomics can be fairly subjective because it depends on how big your hand is. One knife may feel awesome to one person, and to another person it may feel horrible. For me, I have larger hands, so something like the military here, pretty much, this is an example of great ergonomics. You can see how this handle has that nice, long, gentle curve. You can see how my thumb rests on that and how it goes into my hand. That's what I like. It just sort of fits right there, like a natural extension of my hand. My index finger fits here, and then, ring, middle, pinky. It just lines up very well, and this feels very well, it feels very purposeful and very good in my hand. Like it was almost designed for me personally, But some people might say the military is too big for them or whatever. It doesn't feel good. You don't need to have a big knife to have it feel nice and ergonomic. The ZTO 350 here, you can see just how it too sort of has that curve happening there, so it fits my hand just like that, and it sort of sits in my hand almost like if I were to push it into my hand, it just sit right there. So that feels kind of good. If you were to go hard into something like that, it would hit your hand instead of slipping out. And you have this nice finger guard flipper thing there happening, so you're not going to be slipping up in the blade. And it has the awesome jimping. So this is good. Now the Sebenza, one thing the Sebenza doesn't do very well in my opinion is ergonomics. The handle doesn't really curve at all. It's very blocky. It's basically just a square, But, these edges aren't, it's curved at the end, so it's not like you're getting any hot spots or points, but you can obviously tell you're holding onto a knife. It doesn't feel like a natural extension of your hand. You can just see how it, fits in my hand all right. Just feels alright. Doesn't feel amazing, just feels alright. The tilt here is another one of those, it looks really not very ergonomic, but just how it sits in my hand, it feels really, really nice. This big bump right there fits sort of like that in my thumb, sort of in the joint of my thumb. This locks it in very nicely. And with the choil you can choke up. So this is a knife with some really good ergonomics, even though it doesn't look like it. If you were to give this a first glance, it'd say it was designed with a ruler and it's not going to be very comfortable, but it is. It's very comfortable. One other knife that I really like the ergonomics on are the Becker full-size handles here. These are the micarta ones. You can see how the knife has these palm swells happening here. So these just fill up your hand really nicely, and it's a very thick knife to begin with. So when you're holding, it just feels very comfortable in the hand. That just feels really comfortable. I don't get any hot spots with extended use with these. Like I've beaten on my BK2, and it doesn't hurt after I use it. That's the main thing you want to look for in a knife for ergonomics. Will it hurt using it for a long time? The answer is yes, and the ergonomics probably aren't the best. If your hand feels fine afterwards, after a while of using it, then that's a good sign. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any requests, feel free to let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.